of constitutional power I had to get at these people. I would not stop or rest. Oh, hell, they'd probably assassinate me, to tell you the truth. I'm not kidding. Some people think, oh, you're joking. No, I'm not joking. I am not joking. I would be such a threat to these people that the only way to get rid of me would be to assassinate me. I would not back down. This is unheard of, uncalled for, unprofessional. And I'd be holding Obama personally responsible. Hey, look, hey, Obama, you get your people in line here. You don't do it, we'll do it. And you're not going to like it if we do it. Now, in response to these people refusing to report to the HVAC, the Department of Veterans Affairs, response, they voted on a motion to issue a subpoena to compel 5 individuals to appear by the names of Danny Pummel, Pummil, Principal Deputy Undersecretary for Benefits, Diana Rubens, Rubens, Director at the VBA Philadelphia and Wilmington Region Office, Kimberly Graves, Director of the St. Paul VBA Regional Office and VBA's Veteran Benefits, Robert McKenrick, Director of the Los Angeles VBA Regional Office, and Antoine Waller, Waller, Director of the Baltimore VBA Regional Office. All who were present voted in support of the subpoena, which means that, Democrats too. Now, this is the first time the committee has ever issued a subpoena compelling individuals to appear and give testimony. New hearing date is set for November 2nd. Senior officials skipping the meeting did not come as a complete surprise. GOP Representative Jeff Miller, the chairman, issued a statement ahead of the hearing saying that the resignation of Undersecretary for Benefits Allison Hickey will not deter the committee from further investigating the issue of relocation bonuses. Now, you're getting paid or a bonus to relocate? Really? I don't know how you do it. I never got cushy jobs like that. I must have missed out on something in college. I didn't get those kind of cushy jobs. I missed out. I really did. Anybody else out there getting cushy jobs like that? You can do what you want, basically, use other people's money, and then when you get caught using other people's money, you don't have to pay for it. No, you don't. You skip town, resign, say, hey, I'll go get another job. I'll just resign. I'm this deputy undersecretary of the undersecretary of the deputy secretary, so I can get another job just like that because anybody's going to want me. You know what I can do for them? I love these titles that these people are given. Under deputy. What the hell? Under deputy secretary. What is that? Like banks. You ever notice how everybody's a vice president in a bank? You go to your local branch and see what your branch manager is called. Vice president. Really? No, you're not a vice president. You're a manager. I mean, they can't say lower vice president, I guess, but that's senior vice president and executive vice president. What's the difference between a vice president, senior vice president, and an executive vice president? Banks have all of them. I'm just not sure what the difference is. Yeah, well, the vice president is now, used to be called branch manager. Now I guess they're a VP. They can put that on their resume. Yeah, I'm a VP. I'm a vice president of a bank, man. I got a mate. Yeah, and they're only making $60,000 a year. But hey, they're I don't know what a bank manager makes. Bank, after all. That's where all the money is, right? Some banks don't have any money. That's why they close. But this is the same thing with our government. It's just a title after title after title. and you're trying to wrap your head around it, but they hide behind these titles. So if you got this under deputy secretary, which really is nothing more than a supervisor, basically, but because they have this important sounding title, you don't get to talk to them. When you want some answers or have a complaint or something, you need to get in touch with somebody in charge. You go up you talk to the individual, the worker bee. Say, well, no, I need your supervisor. So you talk to their supervisor, and you say, no, I need your supervisor, your manager. Well, the manager is the deputy undersecretary so and so, and they're too busy. They are the deputy undersecretary after all. So you're stopped in your tracks. You know what I'm saying when you're trying to deal with the government. That is true. You can only go up one or two levels, and that's it, because everybody else have these huge titles that they hide behind, and they're just too damn busy to talk to you, the people. No, they can't deal with you. That's what the underlings are there for. That's why all these people get all these titles. Because they don't want to have to deal with you. They want the cushy job, and they want you to pay them a hell of a lot of money, and they do get paid a hell of a lot of money. They get paid, for equal work in the private sector, government workers are way overpaid over the private sector for doing basically the same thing. And the government workers don't have to really report to anybody because you can't get them to show up at a hearing. You can't get them to report to the people who are trying to talk to them. That's part and parcel of our government. It's supposed to be, they're supposed to be there to serve us. Oh no, they're there in office to serve themselves. Trust me, that's been the case for years and years and years as this bureaucracy grows and grows and grows. You try to get anywhere within a bureaucracy, and you find out really quick that you get shut down way down the ladder. You don't even get a chance to start climbing the ladder, actually. Because all these other people with these big, long, important titles, well, they're too important to be bothered with talking to their employer. Remember that. You, the taxpayer, are their employer. Now, if that's private business, you don't have a choice of talking to your employer or not. You go talk to your employer, or you go home and don't come back. Plain and simple. The government are the only ones that get to deny the employer from speaking to them. Isn't that a wonderful thing? I wish I could get a comfy, cozy job, that paid six figures, where I didn't have to talk to anybody if I did not want to. I'm not talking to you. Man, you know who I am. I ain't talking to no stupid taxpayer, and I'm the deputy under secretary of benefits. I ain't talking to them. You handle that. What they do. Trust me, folks. Don't doubt me on this. Many of you probably have experienced that. And if you had an issue at your bank, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Because if you're trying to get a loan or a mortgage or any financial assistance from your bank, and you're not getting the type of service that you want, you're having a problem, and you go basically you talk to the teller. The teller goes to the assistant branch manager, and then the assistant branch manager can't help you, so you try to talk to the manager, who's now the vice president. That starts to get a little difficult. And then when you realize you can't get anywhere with the branch manager / vice president, then you try to go over their head to their manager or supervisor, who's now like a senior vice president, I guess, and you don't get through. Look, people understand how that works too, and they're not happy about it. But hey, the banks do not work for the customer. Well, they really do, but that's not how they view it. They don't work for the customer. The customer is not their employer. But when it comes to the government, the customer is their employer. And they're treating their employer like garbage. They're treating our vets like garbage. They're treating our vets' families like garbage. They're treating the American people whose representatives they've told to get answers. They're treating them like garbage. They're treating everybody who pays their salary like garbage. And they're getting away with it simply because those that we put in charge to manage them, representatives, Congress, aren't doing their job. And of course, if you try to call your congressperson, oh, well, they're never in their office either. No, you can't. Well, thank you. You got some stupid deputy underling who takes your call and says, the congressman or congresswoman, yeah, she understands. She knows. Yeah, I will relay it. Thank you. Bye. And you rarely ever get a call back. Do you know why you don't get calls back from your representative? It's because 90% of the time, they're not told that you called. Now, giving most of our Congress people a little bit of credit, when they are told that you called and why, a lot of them will initiate contact in some form to get back in touch with you, either via email or a phone call. And I know that the representatives here, whether or not they're Democrat or Republican, they get back when they know that you've tried to contact them. They will respond to you. I find that very enlightening and heartening, heart-lifting. But they don't get back to you as often as people want them to because they're not told, because their underlings who handle all that stuff, supposedly, don't tell them. So again, you can't talk. I don't know what other business or anywhere else on the planet, whether it's anything, does the employer not get to talk to the employee? I don't know how that works in business. That doesn't work in business. It could never work in business. Would not be in business very long. I mean, you're the CEO of ABC Jack Company, and you're going to tell me that the president of the CEO and president of ABC Jack Company isn't going to be able to talk to the line manager in the warehouse? Really? The line, you called it, hey, this is CEO, president of ABC Jack Company. I need to see line manager Frank today. And then he gets a notice from Frank. No, I'm not going to talk to you. How long do you think Frank's going to keep his job? Exactly. About 30 seconds after the president reads it. That's about as long as his tenure with that company is going to last. But hey, these people that work for us, the taxpayer, they feel they can go run around all over the place, do whatever they want, spend money like it's water because it's not theirs. It's the taxpayer's money. It's our money. So they think they can, and they don't have to respond to your request to find out, why are you spending this? They don't have to respond to the people that you put in charge to find out why they, congressmen, why they're spending this money. Oh, no, they don't have to answer to anybody. After all, they are the deputy undersecretary of benefits. They don't have time to go up to Capitol Hill and respond to all these stupid, inane questions like, why did we spend this money here? What did we get back from the spending the money there? What do we have to show for it? Did it improve the lives or the health of the VA veterans? No, we don't have time to answer those kinds of questions. We're trying to run a department here. So we're not going to talk to you. We just don't have time. And if you want me to talk to you, if you're going to be a real pissant about it and make me talk to you, well, I'll just quit. That's the attitude. Like the IRS. Well, why don't you give us your emails, IRS? Oh, well, we kind of, sort of, by accident, or purposefully on accident, we erase them. We can't find them now. Oh, but you have a backup system. Oh, well, we can't get the backup system because the backup system is broken. Yeah, because they don't want to. They feel that they are above their employer, the people, you and me, taxpayer. So they don't feel that they have to talk to anybody who represents their employer. They sure as hell aren't talking to their employer directly, and they just don't feel like they need to talk to their employer's representative. Yeah, Try that in public, in private business when you